What's up, y'all? Willie G here. Today, I want to share with you my experience with live transfers. So, if you're selling final expense, live transfers are always a shiny object I hear agents talking about. Are those the magic lead source? Everyone's looking for that magic lead source, and live transfers on the surface sound fantastic. You log in and you put your status as ready, available, and then you just sit and wait for people who are interested in a life insurance quote to go through a presentation with you. That is the setup and the idea that a lot of life insurance agents have about live transfer. So in the past 2 weeks, I tested live transfers with a few of my agents. I have a buddy who has a Medicare live transfer agents lead gen service. He's been running that for over a decade, and he's now finally getting into final expense, and we are the guinea pig. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact experience that I had, and if it aligns with some of the expectations that agents have when trying out or getting involved with this magical lead source. So let's break it down. So just high level overview, we took about 49 live transfers. We sold 5 policies. So 1 out of 10 roughly sold and converted into a sale. So far so good. Average live transfer cost is at retail is about 35 bucks. 35 or sorry, not 35, $25 what they're charging for their live transfers. So if it takes 1 in 10 live transfers on average to get a sale, which may be around the ballpark of what you could expect long term, $250 to $300 is going to be the cost to sell a final expense policy with live transfers. So on the surface, everything is so far so good, and and I personally sold 3 policies from that queue. Some of my agents sold the other few, but so that was the test. And the lead quality. So here's the real trade-off. So with live transfers, I'll just give you a quick rundown on what the lead sources are and how the system works in general. So again, let me just back up for a quick second. There's a few types of live transfers. There is the lower cost, the cheaper live transfers, which are age data. And basically people have opted in for looking for a quote for final expense coverage or insurance a while back, and they're getting re-engaged. Maybe they didn't buy coverage and they're getting transferred asking for a live quote. So that's one type of live transfer. There's also TV and radio. TV and radio, those are more inbound transfers. The consumer calls and the consumer calls looking for a quote for final expense coverage. So these are the former, the lower cost, the age data. So inherently, you're going to get a lower cost, or you're going to get a lower intent lead. If you catch someone out of the blue who opted in 60 or 90 days ago looking for a life insurance coverage, and you call them out of the blue and they get transferred to you, do you think that person is going to be as high intent as someone from Facebook lead that opted in today, or a TV live transfer that opted in today looking for coverage for a quote? Obviously, the answer is no, but you still get qualified prospects on the phone. So the lead pool that we were pulling from was a combination of my final expense age leads. I had about 10,000 leads that I provided. They had about 50,000 other leads that were a combination of final expense leads, ACA, and Medicare leads that we were working for these live transfers. So they have a call center offshore. Basically, I think there's about 100 folks in the call center, primarily focused on Medicare. They tested a few of their agents out here for the final expense side. And all right, I got a crying baby that I'm trying to keep quiet while I film this. But basically, the 3 lead sources were ACA, Medicare, and final expense. So a little bit different lead quality from each of those 3 lead sources. So from the ACA side, so that's obvious, that's health insurance. So we're trying to get interested prospects with bank accounts transferred over to us. And those leads, we actually did convert one of those leads into a sale. It was a younger person, so it wasn't the best for final expense. So we actually cut that lead source out. but we actually did sell a term policy to a younger individual. So those, even that lead source can work. It's going to be more hit or miss than the other lead types. So Medicare actually worked very well. So Medicare crossover sales from people who bought Medicare are actually a perfect fit for final expense life insurance. They're older folks who are just turned 65 or are in the age of final expense clientele. So that lead pool actually provided qualified leads for final expense. But the strongest pool, no surprise, was the aged final expense leads. So that was the strongest pool, and the leads that we converted the most. And just generally speaking, talking to the agents was the highest lead quality from all of those methods. So that is the overall trend. I mean, we did get with the Medicare side, we did get more folks without bank accounts, direct express, prepaid type cards. That is actually, we're working on ironing the kinks out of that. So we don't want direct express card business. It's not nearly as sticky as others. So we're screening that out, and we were intending to screen that out, but that was one of the hiccups along the way. So again, the difference here is speed and intent. So with the live transfers, you get a lot of conversations very quickly. Basically, you sit in a queue, you put your status to ready, available, and then calls just start pouring in. So it's much easier to have conversations quickly than it is if you're just outbound dialing. You have 3 or 4 agents calling, and they're double dialing their power dialer. Is going to be much faster, and you're going to get more outbound calls and more activity than if you're just hitting a single line dialer on your own. So that is a key advantage of leveraging the call center, is just the volume of activity of outbound dials that you can get. So it crushes dialing age leads, period, end of story. You just got to pay for the phone call. So that's really a key difference with the live transfers. So who this is best for. So basically the reason for the test is I'm trying to see if there is a purpose for this lead type at my agency. And so I think for folks who are starting part-time, this can be a good lead source. The reason why I think it can be a good lead source for part-timers in particular is you just turn your status to ready, and now calls start coming in, versus if you have Facebook leads or digital leads or other types of leads where you don't have that really control of, now I want to take leads. If a client is wanting to speak, if you get an inbound from Facebook and they want to talk now, that might be your opportunity. If you're not available in that window, you might lose at least that conversation at that time, which might have been the conversation that led to a sale. So with this, you have control. You're speaking to folks when they ask to get transferred over, when they want on their schedule to get a quote. So that is a big advantage of the live transfers. It can also be good for newer agents who are wanting to just get in reps quickly. It's a very good method to get reps fast on the phones. And then it could be a good fit if you just don't like grinding on the phones, hitting age leads. So that, and you're willing to pay for the speed and the simplicity of the live transfer. So I would say it's not ideal for high producers. I think you'll have a higher CPA, cost per acquisition, with a Facebook lead type, and you're going to get higher intent people with the fresh inbound Facebook lead type. That being said, there can be a time and place for it. This will not replace my primary lead type, which is Facebook ads. That will remain my primary lead type and the main high intent lead type that I use as well. So couple risks and other downsides to mention with live transfers. So you have to be careful with the agency that you're using. So there is a lot of lead reselling with most of these agencies or most of these companies that are doing live transfers or have offshore call centers. They are transferring the lead to you. You get in touch with them. Maybe you sell them a policy. Some of them will notate, okay, this policy sold, and then they'll intentionally resell that sale. So that's a very shady practice. Another type of behavior to be aware of is just reselling the same lead again and again and again. So that piece of data that you thought might have been exclusive might be resold within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and your persistency is going to suffer. So on average, an expectation that you should have if you're going to take these type of live transfers, that your persistency is not going to be as good on average. And there's a higher likelihood of replacement because a lot of these call centers, they share their leads, they share their resources, and they resell the lead, resell the pack, and all of that stuff. So that's how a lot of these operate, unfortunately. So, and then also there is a lot of misleading intent on the front end advertising. A lot of advertisements imply it's a free program, Social Security program, Social Security benefit, veterans benefit, VA program, whatever. There's a million types of shady advertisements, or at least misleading advertisements that imply that there's a special program available, and folks come in with the wrong expectation. So those are things to keep in mind. So let's see if there's anything else. So my current take, like I mentioned, I think there is a time and place for this type of lead. I will be testing out TV live transfers as well. So the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be testing out TV live transfers to see if those are higher intent. Of course, they will be. But if they can convert as well and get a reasonable, consistent CPA, I have my hypothesis for these. But TV live transfers can range from as low as really like $45, which is a source that I am leveraging. I've heard upwards of 60, 70, 80, or even $90 per call that lasts 90 seconds. So the expense is going to be higher, meaningfully higher for the TV ads. The intent should be higher in general. Another tactic a lot of the TV advertisers imply in their advertising, it's a free program. So that's another thing to be careful about. You got to be careful with the vendor. I'm going to be vetting these vendors quite a bit. But if you want to learn about my experience with the TV live transfers, or more information about final expense, leads, strategy, telesales, anything related, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you want to learn more about my agency and how we operate, how we use live transfer leads in combination with our other lead types, we'll click the link below. There should be an overview video. So you can understand at least how we operate over here. But yeah, there's a lot of things to learn, a lot of avenues to consider. But hopefully this was helpful for you. Again, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.